everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon. I am here with Kevin Hughes of Moroccanoil. We're behind the scenes at Veronica Beard, the Fall-Winter 2018 collection.
19.
Fall-Winter 2019 collection. It's been a busy week. And this is pretty exciting because we're doing a ponytail, which we get a lot of feedback, negative feedback about, but you're making it more exciting. So, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to, what the ladies wanted to do was still have it simplistic because it's sort of this glamour city woman that was dropped in the woods, you know, so she's bringing a little bit of her glamour to the woods. So what we're doing is we're doing a lower pony, so it's not a very tight pony, it's not right up at the hairline, we're sort of hiding the hairline. Any of the girls with natural or bangs that are trimmed into their hair, we're leaving out. And then any of the girls with layers, we're going to tuck behind the ear and sort of let them float. And then what we're going to do is add a wave, a gentle wave throughout the hair. After we bind it with the elastic, we're then going to blouse it and really create like a very soft, ethereal feel to the back. But it also, what that does is it changes the shape of the ponytail. It all of a sudden gives you like this beautiful profile, and it gives you like volume in the back. So
all right, so this is it. This is what you've shown to your team.
Yes, yes.
And then he's going to give us an actual demo because you have one model who's ready for you.
Yes, we have a
all right,
model
let's go over
ready.
there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh,
all right,
absolutely.
come this way. Veronica Beard, Fall-Winter 2019.
So this is our beautiful model that we're going to
I'll come over on this side so that you can, okay, yeah.
We're going to do a center part on, so keeping it very, very soft. We're not trying to load the product with, load the hair with a ton of product, but there is product in there because we want them to still look like they have very healthy hair. And what we did was blow dry the hair using a boar bristle classic brush from Moroccanoil. And that just really almost makes the hair have like a polish to it. We're going to tie the hair quite low, but at the same time, as you can notice, if I can reach around here, she's got all these little pieces in the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to just tuck that back behind the ear, and then we're going to tie, and then whatever comes out, comes out. And then we're going to just create a little bit of this movement in through here and give it a little bit of a softer, cooler profile. So what I like to use is elastic thread, and I'm going to have Sheena step in and go tie that right above my hand. Oh, just, sorry. You have to sort of do it blind. Okay, and we're using elastic thread because it's really important. It's coated, and so it doesn't damage the hair as if like you were using those old-fashioned sort of plastic ties. It really leaves it softer on the hair. Oh, that's okay. Is it caught? Do I need to? I can redo it. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Let's redo it. If it's not perfect, you got to start all over because we want these ladies to have like a beautiful sort of very soft, effortless feel. So start under here and then just wrap around to the top and then crisscross and then go back under. So what I was saying is the elastic cord will really give them a very soft feel to the hair and makes it very adjustable as well. And you can tie it off. She's going to do a doctor's knot, which is once through the middle, twice through the middle. The reason why we do that is because you don't need a finger to hold it to do your second knot. And then she can just do one regular knot on top. And do we have scissors to cut that off? And what we're going to do is when you're cutting the thread off, you always want to pull away, trim the thread very, very close to the knot, and then when it shrinks back, it's almost invisible in the hair. We are actually hiding these, so it's not that important that the color match the girl's hair, but you can see it's just this perfect band. Then what we're going to be doing is making sure it's sitting in the right place. We can lower it, drop it just a touch, and then I'm going to start pulling. And I recommend going slow rather than very fast with this because you may pull too much, and it's much harder to get it back in than it is to pull more. So we're just going to pull. I like it to have this beautiful sort of softness at the sides as well. And then I like to expand more and more. So what's happening is the elastic is acting as an anchor at this point. So can I get some dry texture spray, please? So what I'm going to be using is a little dry texture spray to give that hair as I'm pulling it, a bit more grip. Cover her face, please, just from the sides. And we sort of like that to dry into the hair just a little bit, and then pull a little bit more. And sometimes I like to almost rub the hair in between my fingers to give it a little bit of a softer edge. And on some of the girls, we're actually going to be creating like a really gentle wave through the bottom of the hair. Some of the girls, we like to leave them straight because their hair is just like that naturally. And then what I think is really beautiful is just letting those little soft pieces fall out from the side. Hers, of course, are staying pretty well, but I'm sure as she moves around, they'll come out. And then we will finish with a little bit of the Moroccanoil Luminous Hairspray Strong. So as you can see too from the side, it just has a really cool silhouette rather than just stuck to your head. Especially people that like a little bit of volume, it adds that volume in where you need it.
All right, I'm asking you the craziest question.
That's okay.
Why can't you just use a rubber band with this? I've been meaning to ask somebody this. I've been doing this for 30-something years, and why don't you just use a rubber band?
It's actually an amazing question because we do get it all the time. A lot of people think it's much easier. So the reason why we will use elastic thread as opposed to an elastic, a pre-round elastic, is that if the hair is smooth straight or pre-curled, you don't have to pull it through and pull it through.
Disturb
the end. So you actually are keeping it in place and binding the hair.
Finally got an answer to that. I mean, and you're such a good educator. All right, so if you pan here, this is the whole, or a lot of your Moroccanoil team,
yes.
And I'm going to ask you the question that people ask me all the time. I'll come over on this side of you. How do you get on the Moroccanoil team or the Kevin Hughes team?
Well, I think we look for talent. But we also do a class during Fashion Week in February and September, and it's called Backstage Secrets. So the way that came about was so many stylists were asking, like, it's a dream, like, how can I ever do this? And we wanted to be able to give more and more stylists the opportunity to be backstage. So I would say 75% of the people on my team have never done this before. So we do a 2-day class where we go over all the ins and the outs of what happens backstage. We go over techniques, and then they feel confident being back here. They know me as a team lead and what I expect. I'm a bit of a drill captain. And then they get to experience 2 shows. On the 3rd day of the class, we actually do an editorial photo shoot. So they wind up having 2 refinished or retouched photos for their portfolio as well. So yeah, that's one of the ways. And then also, if you're a Moroccanoil educator, we just sort of seek out talent, and sometimes we we try to change it up and use different educators on our team.
Well, that's great. You're a great educator.
Oh,
I mean, I learned a lot from that.
I appreciate
thank you
that.
so much. Have a great show, and I know I'm going to see you tomorrow night, too,
Yeah. Oh,
for a very
yes.
exciting show.
Yes.
They're all exciting. This is great. Thanks so much.
You.
We'll
Thank
see
you,
All right.
Maggie.
Bye.